called Lamentation et Triomphe. But it's one of the battle themes just in the overworld, which we ran across randomly. I had to I even paused. I was like, oh man, what is this battle theme? It sounds crazy. Oh yeah, start the stream with the random user advertising their stuff. Very cool. But yeah, the battle theme, yeah, it sounded very like Bravely Default.
Undivided attention.
Whoop. Undivided attention.
Error.
Error. I've been hacked. One sec. Okay, minimize. But yeah, apparently that song was also just a variation of the main battle theme for Genshin, which is like that doop 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 doop. Except it was like just fully its own thing, and then for like 10 seconds it kind of goes that way, but apparently every region has that sort of thing going on. Anywho, maximum HP or fullness reach. Hey, stop that. And then click that. We're getting back into Genshin. I was standing in the exact spot that we left at, meaning I didn't touch this game since the stream. So, events survey. Interesting. Any rewards for doing this? Huh? Does it say that? Doesn't say.
If you go to the survey, but on the main menu.
The events survey specifically?
There's a permanent one you can do that gives you some free modes.
No. The events survey.
So go to your main menu.
I'm doing the events survey.
Oh, okay.
I liked this. I will say I was somewhat satisfied with this event with Ito and Paimon. Because while it was good, there wasn't much to it.
Yeah.
There wasn't much to it. But it was good. Vibro crystal applications, I mean, I'm going to say unsatisfied. It was just battle stuff. And the rewards weren't, like, crazy good. And the combat... I honestly didn't even pay attention. I just put the teams on there, threw it to hard, and did it. I haven't been there. Haven't been there. English. How satisfied are you with the game? Oh. How satisfied are you with the game language, i.e. the language of displayed text, whether the meaning of the words is clear and easy to understand? I'm going to say somewhat unsatisfied. What are the main reasons you're dissatisfied with the game language? There are punctuation marks that were used incorrectly. The voice acting does not match the text of the dialogue. Textual description is and grammatical mistakes. I think this one big time. Yes. The fact that this is popping up, I think they know. English. I would say I'm satisfied with the voiceover. Right now, Fontaine is very interesting. It's very good. How novel do you find the in-game content? Very novel. I'm playing it still, aren't I? How satisfied are you with the time with the effort? Ooh, how satisfied are you with the time and effort needed to play while playing Genshin Impact? I can't recommend this game to people because of how much time it requires. How do you find the quantity of content? A lot. It's a lot. What are your main long-term goals? Obtain characters and weapons. Advance the main plot line. Unlock the map and explore more areas. I'm a fucking normie. Event rewards, that's just like, that's to this end. Event rewards is to this end. So this isn't this is long term. Do you have any other comments or thoughts you'd like to share with us about 4.6's new areas or current version? Whoa. No thanks. Weather updates. I don't care. Fontaine has had a lot of text slash VO errors. Arrows. Yeah, inconsistency. Ooh, that's not how you spell that. It's Cincy. No? Hey, hang on. It is Cincy. I just misspelled it on the first try. Between text and dialogue is distracting. Sometimes voice lines are entirely absent. Aside from that, text on black loading screens that flashes that is meant to for expository purposes goes by way too quick. I often miss entire paragraphs of text. Having the ability to press through text with a button would be much appreciated. And there we go. That's pretty much. Fontaine has had a lot of text slash VO errors. Inconsistency between text and dialogue is distracting. Sometimes voice lines are entirely absent. Aside from that, text on black loading screens that is meant for expository purposes goes by way too quick. I often miss entire paragraphs of text. Adding the ability to progress through the text with a button would be much appreciated there. Alright, what do I get? Nothing? What a good segment. No music during that either. Cool. Oh, hey, we got 30,000 more. Yay.
Staring into my eyes is ill-advised. I can't promise you'll like what you see.
Let's progress the story a little bit. Did you like my thumbnail? For the most recent upload to YouTube? Magic trick. Alright, where are we going? Oh, we're back in prison. Yay! Yay! You get the satisfaction of knowing that you're maybe making the game better if they listen. I do remember I complained about, among other things, the back when Sumeru first came out, we didn't have a little, the two squares stacked on top of each other, the S'mores logo. You know what I'm talking about? The little two squares stacked on top of each other. That didn't used to exist. Much less did it have this little blue S'mores thing saying that you're on the same level as that. So you're over in the desert. You're over in the desert. This didn't have like a little, or I guess this wasn't in there at the time, but this didn't have a thing. This didn't have a thing. This didn't have a thing. It was just all, they all looked like this, no matter where they were. And you get these huge underground caverns. And you're looking at it, to be fair, you're looking at a map online going like, hey, where are these teleports at? Where are all the teleports in the game? And then you're at the start area. Where's the start of Sumeru? Like right here. And there's shit like already down here. Like this domain, for instance, is underground. And so much of this forest is also underground, but you don't know it until, like, I entirely missed this teleport. You may have as well. Whoa, this is new. Hey, this wasn't in the game before. Oh shit. At least by the last time I played. But I remember this is like the last teleport I had to get in this area. And I had to look it up. I was like, huh, that's weird that I don't have all the teleports. And it was underground, and no wonder I didn't find it. But I remember complaining about it. And they've been slowly making it better and better. It's... People just getting into Genshin now, I think, have a lot of quality of life stuff that they're going to either just say, like, yeah, that's a normal game mechanic. Well, why wouldn't they do that? Because there wasn't even underground maps. Like, if you were underground, it just looked like this. This is what you would be looking at 1.0. This shit on the right side of the screen, cover that up with your hand. This is what what you're dealing with in 1.0. Fuck a full-blown underground map with multiple layers like a Zelda dungeon. You gotta open the S'mores over there on the right side now. But I do like all the quality of life stuff. They keep adding stuff and I keep getting surprised by it. Like, being able to mass delete artifacts by holding and dragging. I don't even know why I tried that. I was like, oh, what if I try this? Sometimes passes the incident in the performance of Maripede and your sentence here is almost finished.
Now for a little rest after breakfast. This is the life.
So that new teleport, and that's actually 4.6? Not just new over the past few updates? Crazy.
Wait a sec. Isn't something important supposed to happen today? Oh, today's our big day! We're supposed to leave the Fortress of Maripede! Come on, we've got to go complete the release procedures now!
Wait, why did we actually, like, stay for the 45 days? That's insane. We were allowed to leave and just come back as we please. Masquerade of the Guilty. Ba, 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 ba. All the way until 3.8, there was no underground map. Yeah, that's into Sumeru, too. That's crazy. I guess there wasn't a ton of underground caverns.
Sign here. This document will be effective immediately upon signing, and you two may exit the Fortress of Maripede via the regular channels.
It's been so long since we've been to the surface. Let's hurry up and... Huh?
Uh-oh. We can never leave.
What's happening?
Are you okay?
I'm fine, thanks. But I wonder what that tremor was just now.
Let's go ask the Duke.
Are we not going to sign our paperwork? Fill out the form first. Which form? If you don't know which form you have to fill in, find someone who does know and then come back. Wow. A new life's beginning. We got an item? An exit card issued by the Fortress of Meripede. It's just a piece of paper, but it has been given a name most heartening. A new life's beginning. Yay, I'm on computer now, a lot less delay. Nice. Wait a minute. This is a key item? What's an ordinary... I thought this was just a... We got this off of one of those, like, little submarine things down there. It was once an ordinary moving clockwork component, but someone added an energy storage ring made from high-density materials. Perhaps this... just this single component is capable of powering the entire machine. Oh, wait. Do we still have quest bucks? Oh, they spent them all. Ah! I had like over 1,000.
Your Grace?
Ah, good to see you two. Is there something you wish to see me about?
Yeah, what was with that earthquake just now?
Ah, that. The tremor didn't originate from the seafloor. In fact, it seems it came from the surface. Over the years of serving as the warden here, I have developed a sense for distinguishing between what occurs on the surface and what occurs underwater. Besides, the seal that Monsieur Neuvillette set in place won't fail so easily.
Neuvillette.
So the fortress is okay?
If you recall our last incident, if there really were a problem, there would be crowds of inmates in a panic right now.
Huh, you've got a point. Okay, seems we need to get back up to the surface and ask about what happened. By the way, do you know what day it is today?
I believe today is this month's pipe cleaning day.
Wait, seriously?
Actually, today's the day we say goodbye to the Fortress.
Ah, yes. Have you completed your release papers?
Yep. It's you two. Are you leaving now? That's right. Today is our last day in prison. But now that Paimon says that, it doesn't feel like we were confined here. It's actually been pretty nice.
A lot of people have helped us out.
Oh yeah, Paimon feels fond of this place now. Then be sure to come back and visit. I'll miss you.
If you've signed the release papers, then you're free to go. The guards will escort you out.
You're not going to see us off?
I knew you'd ask. All right, sure. Let's go.
Well, you actually agreed. No worries, you must be busy. Paimon was just joking.
Ah, so you do have a polite side, I see.
After being down here for so long, I imagine you must feel like you're lacking companionship. Shall I come along too?
No, that's alright. It's not like we'll never visit again. So Wrightsley is like fucking 2 heads taller than Lumine.
Yeah, don't worry, we'll come back to see you. Paimon really likes the cafeteria here. The chefs sure do know how to make good grub.
I hope you won't be here as convicts the next time I see you.
We'll do our best to stay out of trouble. Well, it seems our work in the Fortress of Meripede is finished. That's the end of another chapter in our journey. And since Neuvillette was the one who asked us to come here, we should probably go report to him now. Next up, the Palais Mermonia.
We already reported to him, yeah?
You're going to see Monsieur Neuvillette? Please pass on our kind regards.
I'm sure just your regards will do, no?
I believe it would be the polite thing to do.
You're right. I've heard the Palais has been terribly busy these days. Tell him that I hope he hasn't been overwhelmed by the recent string of troubles. If you're concerned about things at the Palais, why don't you take some time to go up and check things out? I believe you should still have some vacation time to spend.
Thank you for being so understanding. It means a lot. It's been some time since I've gone to the surface. I must say that I've started to miss it a little.
He got big boots. He's got those jack boots. They go up to his thighs. How do you even bend your knees with those kind of boots? With great difficulty. Nope. Not talking to that guy.
The Palais Mermonia sure is buzzing with activity today.
There's that weird echo again.
Halt! Huh? Oh, it's you two. Apologies. Monsieur Neuvillette did say you'd be welcome at any time.
Right, this is Jimmy Neutron again.
Excuse me, would you mind helping me take a look at this report?
I'll be right there. Sorry, I've got my hands full here. You can see yourselves in.
Everyone's so busy. Seems a lot has been happening.
I guess I forgot to mention the weird audio doubling in my feedback. You don't have to bend your knees. You get somebody small to pick things up for you. Like Sidgeween. Sidgeween, I dropped my teacup. Can you please pick it up? I can't bend my knees.
Hello. You've come at the right time, but you'll have to wait for just a moment, as there are some urgent matters I must tend to first. In the meantime, please, have a seat. If you'd like to have something to drink, let the Melusine outside know.
That's all right. We just ate.
Very well, then.
Let's take a break over there while we wait for him to finish his work.
Wait, that clock is painted on.
All right. That should wrap things up for now.
Are you done with your work?
Yes, sorry to keep you waiting. Today should be the day you were released from the Fortress of Meripede, and it appears that you've managed to complete all the release paperwork.
That's right, and we came here to see you right away.
Tell you and Paimon tell Neuvillette everything that happened since the incident,
A massive whale.
including the dream with child. A whale.
Do you have any idea what that might be?
Oh, they're people who spend a lot of money on gacha games like Genshin.
Judging from your description, that cannot have occurred in any ordinary waters, but rather something like the primordial sea. A whale of that size and shape cannot usually be found in the waters of Tevat. Therefore, we can only assume that Child is presently immersed in primordial seawater.
Immersed in primordial seawater? But how? And is he okay?
He's not from Fontaine, so he won't dissolve.
Most people wouldn't be capable of entering in the first place. I'm not completely sure how he could have gotten there myself.
There's something we'd like to ask you about.
Yes? What is it?
What was that tremor we felt earlier?
Ah, right! Paimon felt it too! We asked the Duke and he said it wasn't from underwater, so we figured you might know something about it.
It turns out that I have just received a report about this particular matter. In fact, that's exactly what I was busy with a moment ago. The source of the tremor was here on the surface near Poisson. After the shaking stopped, the water levels in the Poisson area rose at an alarming rate.
Uh-oh.
The water levels rose? Oh no! What about all the people there?
Fortunately, the water levels only rose for a short period of time, and have already returned to normal now. However, I still have a bad feeling about the whole phenomenon. If the change in water levels is connected with the leaking primordial seawater, then the situation in Poisson may be much worse than it appears.
Navia should be in Poisson, right? We need to go check on her!
Yeah, Spina de Rusula's headquarters is there.
I would also like to go there as soon as possible, but I'm afraid I can't leave just yet. We must immediately formulate disaster prevention plans for the surrounding coastal areas to avoid potential catastrophes. I'll have to ask you two to go to Poisson first. I'll meet you there to check on the situation once I finish things here.
Sounds like a plan.
There's no time to lose. Let's get going.
Please be careful. The two of you have my thanks. If you need any help, just let me know.
Can I get you for free? So do you ever think there will be a point where this game is like content complete and it becomes playable offline, content complete, and you can just, anytime you finish a character quest, you get them? Like C6'd out and everything? Or is it going to be like a lot of online games where, you know, it's going to be content complete for like a year, and then they'll delete it, and this game will be gone forever. Unplayable.
Oh no. What happened here?
Oh, jeez. Well, the buildings here seem to be in pretty rough shape now. There's nobody around. Were they all dissolved? No, let's not assume the worst yet.
Navia should be around here, right? We need to make sure she's still... Paimon means we need to check on her. We haven't seen a single soul all the way here. Oh, this is getting scary.
What will I ever do now?
Look, there's someone on the roof over there.
Just stay put. We're coming up. Watch your balance.
All right, just hurry. I'm not young anymore. How will I survive on my own? My Desiree!
Shit.
Oh, he looks pretty sad.
My leg! My leg! How could this have happened? It hurts!
Just hang in there. Help is on the way. You can hold my hand if it makes you feel better.
I see Navia. Navia's okay. She's okay, everyone. Hey, how was that somewhere it was?
It's Navia. She's over there. Hey, Navia, are you okay?
You're here.
We heard there was a situation in Poisson, so we came as quickly as we could.
Yes. As you can see, the water level suddenly rose. It caused quite the disturbance, in fact.
Demoiselle! There was a wounded resident next to a building southeast of here. We've already transported him to safety, but we've run out of medical supplies.
He's wounded? How badly?
He fell, so it's probably a broken leg. He's pretty shaken up. When the water level rose, he desperately climbed up to the roof. Once the water receded and he saw the ground, he became terrified and eventually...
He jumped down then. Find the leader of Squad 1, and tell him to take the wounded resident to see a doctor. He should know where to go.
Understood. I'll take over his search and rescue mission in the meantime.
All right. You'll be in charge. I'm sorry. Where were we?
The situation in Poisson?
Ah, right. Allow me to explain. A little earlier, we suddenly heard a loud noise. At first, everyone thought that something might have exploded on an aquabus. But before we knew it, water started pouring out from everywhere.
It's another text difference. Everyone thought that something might have exploded in the waterways, but before we knew it, water started pouring from everywhere. She said, at first we thought something exploded on the aquabus? I wonder if that line was removed because they didn't want it to seem like a terrorist sort of even implication. And they're like, just said in the waterways.
The rushing water seemed a little odd, almost like the unique color of primordial seawater. Some people didn't realize the danger and thought it was just ordinary water, leaking from somewhere. Everyone on the street who happened to be close to the water didn't have a chance to escape. As the water levels rose, they suddenly disappeared. They were all dissolved. Those who realized what was happening started to flee in a panic, desperately trying to get to higher ground. Many were injured in the stampede, and some people fell from significant heights. The Spina di Rosula initiated rescue operations as quickly as possible, but there have been a lot of casualties. Fortunately, the water began to recede after some time, and the chaos came to an end. The water that flooded the area contained primordial seawater, so the lower levels of Poisson are still hazardous. To ensure everyone's safety, I've asked the people there to leave as soon as possible. No one knows if this could happen again. All we can do for now is try our best to help evacuate the residents. We still haven't completed the head count, but we'll have some numbers soon.
How awful. And all of this just came out of nowhere.
It was quite frightening indeed. I only wish that everything that just happened was a bad dream.
Is there any way we can help, Navia?
Yeah, we're here to help.
Thank you for being so willing to help in a moment of crisis like this. You don't know how much it means to me. I really can't express how grateful I am.
Wait, we're missing some people, aren't we? Where's Silver? Where's Malus?
Don't say that, Navia. That's what friends are for.
By the way, where are Malus and Silver?
Demoiselle! We've got a situation here!
I'll be right there. Sorry, I need to go for now.
And off she goes. Seems it might be a while before she can take a break.
Navia walks around talking with people and organizing various matters. Her decisions are clear and reasonable. Her face is marred by
the wounded
despair.
are being tended to, and we finished a preliminary head count. More support has just arrived, so I suppose I finally have a moment to focus on my own matters. Of course, we should remain ready for anything, and continue doing our best to rescue others. I'll be sure to have everyone at the Spina di Rosula ready to render assistance. Traveler, Paimon, would you two accompany me to my father's grave for a moment?
Huh? Right now?
I understand.
Thank you.
The goals once wept. Alright, so real talk. We're gonna get real for a sec. The problem with the people dissolving is that it's not... This is a video game. This is a fantastical world. And you got stuff that's people disappearing. And the obvious thing that comes to mind is, well, by the end of the quest, are these people just going to reappear when everything is fixed? Right? Avengers style, people get Thanos snapped, they come back because of some magic, rocks. So it's hard to fully feel. I mean, obviously, these people that are dealing with the tragedy is fucked up. Like, Navia is sad, and that makes me sad. But I don't believe that, like, these people are gone forever. And that's just my... I can't take my brain out of... You know, I can't suspend the disbelief enough for that, if you know what I'm saying. Now, if they had all been, like, gunned down, like with a Gatling gun or something like that, and there was just bodies everywhere, that would be a little more mindfucky, right? So, hey, birds. It's very sad. But in the back of my mind, I feel like there's just a chance that this can all just sort of, whoop, get turned around. And if it does, don't spoil me, but it's just like more of a, you know... I can't help but think that. What are we doing? Roll down. Little down. Hey. Fontaine, generally speaking, isn't fucking around, let me just say. So there's another thing, right? So this game, for the most part, is kind of like Baby. Baby Goo Goo Gaga, everybody's happy. Even the fucking prison is a happy place. But usually the dark shit happens in the world quests. Like, for instance, Jet's quest was pretty fucking grim and dark. The stuff that's not voice acted is more dark than the actual Archon quest. It's nice to see. It's refreshing to see the actual Archon quest take a little step in that direction. I like that. Oop. Now, will the game have the balls to keep all these characters dead? I don't think so. I don't think so. I think Silver's coming back.
One way to draw
it's
your
fine.
target
Yeah,
out.
it is very sad that Navia is feeling sad, and that's enough for me at the moment. Also, quick aside, before I forget, this is something I thought of the other day. With, you know, water dissolving people, yada, yada, yada. It's a thing that can happen in this game. It's a thing that can happen in this world. And then there was the thing with Nervalette being able to, you know, get sad and make it rain. What are the odds that it rains at one point and people that think they're safe from floods end up melting because they're in the rain? I don't know. That came to mind a while back. I didn't say it out loud.
Not a lot of people here, huh?
Well, given the time of day and the whole situation in Poisson, Paimon doesn't think there'd be a ton of people here visiting graves.
Be pretty fucked.
Right. That's how things are now. The living are so exhausted that they've no strength to spare any words for the dead.
Navia?
There's no need to push yourself so hard.
Navia, what's wrong?
Sorry. I just... Malus and Silver... They won't ever come back here again. What should I do, Papa?
Huh? What happened to them?
Navia, I'm sorry for your loss.
Everyone agreed on the rescue plan, but still... I was the one who initiated it. They were helping evacuate the residents, but they couldn't leave in time. And they were caught in the seawater.
What should we do?
I've known them for so long. And I know they weren't afraid. But I could at least hold a funeral for my father. And I know where he rests. But as for Malus and Silver, they're just... gone. I just can't.
Everything looks so clean after it rains. Even the gravestones. I didn't expect that you'd enjoy a glass of red wine in front of Master Callus's grave.
I can understand. Besides, the scenery here isn't half bad.
See, it's not just me. I always want to bring something when I visit Papa. Perhaps we might even have a picnic. He wouldn't be angry, would he?
Ah, how could Master ever be upset with you, Demoiselle? Yet the cemetery is the home of those who have passed, is it not? Everyone ends up here sooner or later, no matter who you are.
Buying yourself a plot in advance, are you?
No need yet. But when I do, I hope you'll let me be buried beside Master Callus, Demoiselle.
Hey, stop joking around.
I'm quite serious. That way, it will save us both the trip to see each other whenever you visit your father's grave.
That makes sense. In that case, could I be buried on his other side?
After all, besides you, Demoiselle, the two of us could certainly be considered Master's closest companions, no?
Personally, I believe we fill those shoes just fine.
Why are you bringing this up all of a sudden? Seriously. All right. I'll remember your requests.
But I'd really prefer not to talk about this stuff. And what do you mean by saving me a trip? I'd make the journey even if I had to visit you two somewhere else.
I'd promised to let them rest in peace here. But here I am breaking that promise. I'm sorry for letting you see me in a mess like this. I don't usually cry, really.
Paimon doesn't know how to help you feel better. But, well, she understands how you feel.
I had always thought I could make my wishes come true. But now that I think about it, that never solely relied on me. Many things can only be accomplished with someone else's help. Malus and Silver have helped me so much. But by contrast, I could do nothing for them. I'm so sorry.
You can spend as much time as you need here, Navia. We'll stay with you.
Yeah, we're with you.
Thank you. Right now, you don't know how much that means. By the way, you can have a look at this. It's a list of victims from the incident that took place here.
Obena, Khan, Burnett, Giverny, Francine, Karina, Daisy Ray, Joinville, Julianne, Esson, as well as Malus and Silver. So, everyone else is safe. But still...
It's okay. I know what you're thinking. And you're right. We lost Malus and Silver. But we were able to save more than we anticipated. The overall outcome indicates that the cost was worth it.
No one's sacrifice is truly necessary.
Right! Don't think that way, Navia. One person might be saved at the expense of another, sure, but that isn't something we should ever consider a trade. Malus and Silver were not the price for saving anyone. They're heroes.
You're right. Thank you, Paimon. What you said just now was pretty amazing, actually. I'll remember your words.
Oh, really?
Seems you've become more eloquent in the time since we last met.
Whoa. Hello.
The knave? What are you doing here?
Is everything going well on your side?
Yes, my people are carrying out the mission according to your request. All the residents of Poisson have been evacuated, and we're preparing to relocate them to higher ground. As for these supplies, we have everything taken care of. There is no need to worry.
Thank you very much.
Wait, Do you two know each other?
We just met recently. Right, Miss Navia?
Usually, I would call this a coincidental encounter, but that doesn't quite fit this time. Besides, it never even crossed my mind that a Fatui Harbinger would come looking for me. Thanks to the Knave, Spina di Rosula received generous support from the Fatui, which allowed us to complete the rescue and evacuation work so quickly.
Mutual aid is essential to fostering positive developments. We were already in the area, in any case, so it was nothing. That said, I must say that you're a lot sharper than you let on. I'm sure you understand what I mean.
I apologize for all the ways in which I tested you previously. We've never worked with a Fatui before, and it's extremely important for us to know who we're working with. My subordinates have reported that Fatui soldiers have been observing water levels and taking head counts in various locations. I hear that they've also prepared a large amount of emergency supplies. I'm quite surprised.
This is nothing to brag about, nor do I intend to. It is simply the way of powerful organizations to act forcefully, whether they are doing good or ill. You've witnessed that firsthand, in any case. As I've told this traveler before, I know of the prophecy, and I intend to prevent the impending disaster. Lending your organization a hand was a natural first step in accomplishing that. As such, do not be troubled by this token of our sincerity. Perhaps one day, you'll also be able to help me in the same way.
Without your help, there would have been many more casualties. I won't forget your kindness.
Furthermore, I sincerely regret what happened to Malus and Silver. I only wish that my people could have arrived a little earlier to prevent this from happening.
Don't say that. You and your subordinates did everything you could. As Paimon said, Malus and Silver didn't choose to sacrifice themselves for any specific person. And they weren't the price paid for other salvation. They chose to become heroes themselves. I've never liked hearing people put it that way. It's like trying to relieve pain by saying some noble-sounding words. But right now, there's nothing more suitable. They really did become heroes.
You're right. I'm sorry for your loss, Miss Navia. Water is life to Fontaine's people, and it also spells disaster. It's no wonder that people always say that prophecies represent fate. Fortunately, I've never been one for such opinions.
So, you're one who will try to change fate, then?
Of course. That is why I'm going to Hotel Bouffe de Thé. I still have some things to take care of, and the children need my attention.
Bouffe de Thé.
By the way, Traveler, Paimon, one more thing.
Yes?
Alright, then we'll just... Huh? This isn't right. Paimon thought you would ask us to walk with you for a moment so you could tell us something in private.
That is a clever and useful conversation technique, which I do like to use when necessary. But there's no need today. It would not hurt to have Miss Navia listening in. Traveler, I'm sure you remember that I said we could work together when we had the chance. You and I both know that there may be issues with the Primordial Sea. Previously, it was the Fortress of Meripede's sluice gate, and this time it was the water levels in Poisson. These are both signals.
So the time for jolly cooperation has come?
Indeed. Allow me to share the latest intel I've received from the House of the Hearth's intelligence network with you. During some recent investigations, a child claimed to have discovered some ruins near Poisson. The ruins date back to ancient times, and seem to be worth investigating in many ways. Judging by the dating of the ruins, they may be related to the prophecy and the coming crisis. The situation is becoming more urgent, so any pertinent information will prove extremely precious. My people initially came to prepare for ruin exploration. Unexpectedly, this disaster struck, and at present, we're all busy prioritizing the rescue effort.
So that's why the Fatui were already in Poisson.
I wanted to take the children along, but unfortunately, Linny, Lynette, and Fremine have all been dispatched to higher ground to assist affected residents. Linny told me that outside of the house, the person they trust most is you. which is why I want to give you this task.
Are you sure this will be okay? Can you trust an outsider like me?
The House of the Hearth's members see each other as family, but Linny, Lynette, and Fremine said that they also see you as such, even though you are not from the house. I'm sure you already understand how earnest they consider their friendship with you to be.
Oh, that somehow makes Paimon feel kinda happy.
The intel I just shared about the ruins could fetch a high price. But since the children consider you family, it's only natural that I freely share it with you.
Got it! So all we gotta do is go to some ruins, right? We can handle that.
Excuse me, but may I tag along?
Ooh.
You wish to join, Miss Navia?
But are you sure you're up to exploring some ruins? You need to rest.
She also needs to blow off some steam, I think.
Well, I'm sad, yes. But I can't just go back and plop myself into a chair by the roadside and do nothing. There's no point in being depressed while we still have a disaster on our hands. As my father's successor, I must live up to the hopes he had in me. Besides, I'm also doing this for myself. I need something, a distraction, to keep my mind off Malus and Silver.
Nadia's strong, but she needs company right now. We can be that company if she goes to explore the ruins with us.
Since you put it that way, I have no objections. What do you say, traveler?
We'll go to the ruins together.
All right. The ruins are to the south of Poisson. Here's the map.
Okay, the three of us will handle it. Come on, let's pack up and get going.
Speaking of Poisson, you know the meme. You know the Jimmy Neutron meme with Carl talking about croissant, saying croissant.
Take it easy.
And then, and then it sort of got like adapted into the internet meme. It was like, I went to buy a croissant. Croissant. But is it just a mere coincidence that Jimmy Neutron's VO is in this arc specifically? I don't know. I need to try something. I heard you can, like, dive out of the water like a dolphin. Is that true? How do you do that? Ha! Cannot reconfigure the party, you're swimming. Oh, you dove underwater? You can now configure the party. Shit, search. Swim, dive. Water. Oh. Swim. I've not heard of somebody diving. Yeah, like they come out of the water like a dolphin. Hang on. Is this a hidden mechanic? Genshin. Fontaine. Dolphin. Out of water. Secret dolphin diving in 4.0.
So there's actually...
This is less than a minute long. You can hear the audio.
Out of the water, and you can dive out and do a dolphin dive. So the way you do a dolphin dive is quite unique because this orb here represents the ability to swim underwater and allow you to swim underwater. However, From people who are from Fontaine, you get an activated orb.
Oh.
And if you're the main traveler, you have a golden orb. Now the thing is, if you use someone like Yelan and you try to swim out, you don't fly out of the water. Whereas if you use someone like Lynette, who's one of the brand new 4 stars from Fontaine, when you try to dive out, you can dive out and do a dolphin dive.
Oh.
As well as using Aether or Lumine, and you can dolphin dive as well. That's one of the cool things and one of the nice things added into Fontaine.
So it has to be somebody from Fontaine. For reference, they're talking about this blue orb that's next to you. See how it changed when I switched to Farina? Wait a minute, that means that Arlecchino isn't from Fontaine. Yeah, like this. I went so high that it didn't even stay as a dolphin dive. Yeah, like... No, no. Yes. Yep. Sorry, whoops. Was that the Archon? Holy shit. The fucking mermaid! Hey, who are these guys?
Yep.
Yeah, you get quite the distance on it. I've got nothing on my side. Any leads on your end? Mm-mm. This is a most deplorable state of affairs. We must hurry and clean up the garbage. Ah, my dear Virgil. How much more trouble are you going to cause? This is not ideal, not by any means. Precisely, I knew you would understand. Let's carry on, my dear friend. What the fuck is going on? Also, is she... Whoa! Is she faster at swimming? In general? No, that seems about the same, but when you try to go up to the surface... Okay, so let's test something out. Right? Let's use this party. Lynette has that. Freminet has like a golden sort of thing going on there. Apparently the Traveler has that as well. It's quite a bit. And, Charlotte has it as well. Yeah, I wonder if that means that they're better attackers? Or something? Let's see here. I haven't played with any Fontaine characters too much. I think that doing that would kill my PC, though. Also, this is really cool. Got to try that with my Wraithsley. Because it honestly feels not wrong being able to dolphin dive. Feels wrong not being able to dolphin dive, which I partially blame on the Dino survival game. Right? Where you play as creatures that could do that. I'm a little mad it's Fontaine characters only. The blue in the bubble is... Oh, the Numa! Numa! And then this is the other one. The Wisa. Wisa and Numa. Yeah? So... Okay. That being said... Why does Arlecchino not have the either one. Wait a minute. I gotta test something out. So this is the Numa, right? Can I stand up here? Perfect.
Shower me with praise!
Okay, now we dive, switch to Farina, and she has the opposite thing now. She can swap between them. See? Because it was blue before. And now she's walking on the water because her thing is still up over there. Yeah, and it's blue again. Anyway, I thought that would be cool to share because I saw something about it and I was like, okay, let me try that because it's not explained in the game. Anywho. Alright. Maybe I should switch to a not squishy party. Alright, continuing the story. Sorry I got sidetracked, but I want to get sidetracked by one more thing. There was this guy. I haven't fought them yet. I just discovered this off stream. Is this water actually hot? It's boiling. Oh my god. It is hurting. Holy shit. Hello. Ow! Holy shit. Emperor of Fire and Iron, an armored crab lord that has survived for countless eons and surpassed almost all other Phantom or aberrants. The twin molten horns located high up on its body are pyro-aligned organs that can unleash more vicious elemental attacks and grant it even stronger defensive capabilities. When the armored crab lord unleashes certain attacks, its twin molten horns are closer to the ground. This provides for a great opportunity to use elemental reactions to remove the pyro element. Okay. Excuse me.
Gather!
There is no escape! Hey! Gotcha!
Order guide you.
Sharing my knowledge. Everyone hold hands.
These are about to get dicey. Now you shall perish!
Dick. What did it say? Crabs for the crab what? Sounds like a joke I would make. Witness the Poisson disaster. That's not it. No, I'm sad again. Crabs for the crab throne. Defeat the Emperor of Fire and Iron while weakened. Was that weakened?
Inactivity serves no purpose whatsoever.
Stand still for 3 seconds? Fuck you. Sure. Emperor's Resolution. Okay. Well, he got a free shot on us. Reminds me of the guy from Moana. You mean the singing crab that a lot of people are... Never mind. It's raining. Is there a way to get down here? Let's see. I don't see, actually. Hmm? I think probably here. Let's do that. I'm gonna go nuts if I don't get these hydroculus here. Boiling water. Let me test something real quick. The water here is too hot. Paimon's gonna get cooked. Yeah, even standing on the water hurts. Okay, I just wanted to test that out. But if I got their healing better, I could actually probably heal past that. Let's navigate to this real quick, because I'm a little too curious.
It's raining again? Oh, this isn't good. If the rain washes away the traces, it's gonna set us back a long way. Quietly now.
I never get to hear the battle music. Hello? Oh, here we go.
Solidify!
Shine down! Busted. Quietly now.
Yeah, this is the Bravely default music. Constant visits to cafes and Fontaine is making me want to go one so badly. I love the thought of one being within walking distance. That would be nice. That'd be lovely if there was one in the Riverwalk that wasn't like, you know, so fucking expensive. But of course everything on O Riverwalk in general is going to be
Treasure.
so
One way to
expensive.
draw your target out of hiding.
I wonder if that guy is a decoration or an enemy. I guess we'll never know. Holy shit!
Stabilize!
Hey!
Alright, let's see
Take it easy.
if my hunch is correct. Ooh. Oh, hang on. You just trying to kill me? Ah, I see. This is what they want me to do. You just dropped me, motherfucker. I'm gonna kill myself. Excuse me? That was a really loud noise for just like a little treasure thing opening. Oh my. Oh my god, Yelan, please. Oh my god. Okay, get somebody a little taller. Oh, that's not how it works. Huh. Intentionally janky?
A chest
I
full of
suppose.
valuables and a trove of potential clues.
Walkable cities win, yeah. I guess when the oil companies bite it, right? Too shallow to dive here. Okay, my hunch is incorrect then. I was thinking there would be a diving spot around here. There's new. I'm glad that they let you dive in the semi-deep area. But well, that was my attempt. Oh, gotcha. I'm surprised I didn't do this earlier, honestly. It's like, hey, a cool dragon skull. Why don't I go inside it? Hey, birds. Here we go. Do I not have enough stamina here? I think I need to find one of those, the rings that shoot at me. Or this is weird that these rocks are here, almost like this is going to be shallow at some point. Unless I can mine them with a specific hello. Gimme. There we go. Underwater Geo Zhongli burst. Holy shit, it's a lot. Well, they want me to use that for sure. So now, oh hey, little buddy. Almost didn't see ya. You'll activate something, right? We'll get back to story. I just got fully distracted by this. Tides will guide you home.
A chest full of valuables and a trove of potential clues.
Can I get this and do something with it, maybe? My power went away. Still got the block, I think? Oh my god, you have a lot of health. Yo, what the fuck? You have a lot of health. Something's up. Hang on, are you guys buffing him or some shit? Hang on. Local legend. This special mark is the main point of distinction between local legends and ordinary enemies. The combat power of local legends far surpasses that of ordinary enemies, so stay exceptionally vigilant when facing them. Oops! Is that what we're dealing with right now? Oh, looks like we're dealing with a badass over here. Aha. There's gotta be a way to deal with them, right? That wouldn't just be just the shield things, right? Maybe this? Oh, hang on. Maybe I can bat that back. That didn't work. Hey, there's a thing here, but that's not going to do what I need to do. Yeah, that didn't... Any bright ideas? Or is this a really strong crab that takes 100 hits? I guess I'll just do this. You can bat the thing back, you just need to hold attack and time it well. Which attack? Right trigger or left trigger? Like this? And do it. So left trigger or the right trigger? Right trigger being the shield one, left trigger being the normal like whip. Right one. Okay, we'll try that. I thought I tried that very early on too. Okay, bud. I think it didn't do it. And you need to do it before, I would assume. I don't know why the timing is off. Oh, was there a fish there I grabbed? That's cool. I'm looking it up. Because this is going to take way too long. Fontaine crab. big old crab dudes in Fontaine. Is there a faster way to defeat them? Yada yada. You need to get the crab ability. Hold E, which is what the right trigger, and only shoot once you see them throw the projectile. You would know when to shoot when there's a big blue target locked thing to him. When you aim and hold E after he attacks and throw, it should be 6. Oh. So don't do it until after he throws. And then lock onto the thing he throws. I didn't do it. Maybe it's left trigger. But it said that you need the crab ability. Only shoot once you see him throw his projectile. Fontaine local legends. If you're talking about the local legends, the best way to take them out is by using the crab's blue magic attack. See, the crab local legends like to fire this blue projectile. Looks like a pufferfish. Thing is, it's slow, and by holding E while you have a crab shield, you can absorb the projectile and fire it back, increasing the damage you deal from 20,000 to 50,000. Wait a minute. It's like Beto? Oh! You have to get hit by it. And you fire it back, you absorb things when you're holding down this ability. And while holding this ability down, you're just shielded, it seems. So here's this giant enemy crab. Oh no, you don't. You still get hit. Hi, crab. He's down. Ocean Circuit Judge. So yeah, you have to get hit by it while you're holding it down. I thought something was up. Alright. Cool. I thought you were doing it too late, not too early. Yeah, like I was still getting... I feel like I was doing it right before it was hitting me, and that's still too early. Yeah, we still don't have the ring, the thing that propels you through here. Huh. Maybe it's this thing? No, this is going the complete opposite direction. Singing. I'm going to say that this is probably tied to a world quest. And I'm going to go back to doing the story now. Thanks for bearing with me. But we also basically ran into an elite. Like a world boss in Final Fantasy XIV or something. Hey man, what's up?
Gather!
Illusion shattered! I see everything!
Gotcha. A chest full of valuables and a trove of potential clues.
Okay, we need to go this way. Whoops. Would you believe me if I said that was an accident?
Everyone hold it!
Busted.
I see everything!
Gotcha. Busted.
Donna kundalala. Bala 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 bala.
Take it easy. Hup.
Again, those are the ruins I need to go to. Where am I going?
Another test subject. Gather!
I mean, I was letting you have me, but...
Everyone hold it!
Picked the wrong test subject.
Don't you always? Oh, yeah, led us to this little Sealy, all these little Sealy fellas. Hey guys!
Another test. Stabilize!
Illusion shattered! I see everything!
Fly!
Quietly now.
I open these things up. Stealing mail. Don't split up. Let's all go together. Oh, hello.
Everyone hold it!
Busted.
The wrong test subject.
Cool.
Treasure. One way to draw your target.
Lots of primos for that one. Alright. Quest time. Oh, it's a domain.
So, are these the ruins the knave was talking about? Whoa, talk about old.
They seem to be pretty ancient, all right.
Let's go in and have a look.
Just be careful.
Yeah, let's go in. Place of Secrets. Fatui intelligence indicates that this place may play host to heretofore unknown clues. Yep. One sec. There's apparently 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
I got a new letter from
13,
an informant. Looks
14,
like the situation has
15,
changed
16.
again.
17 local legends. Crazy. No, you don't have to. You don't have to do that.
Gather,
guys.
Hey!
Gotcha. Busted.
Watch it! The floor here isn't safe!
Yeah.
solidify.
Shine down! Everyone hold hands!
Let me up. You've run into maybe 5 of those bosses.
Also been contaminated by primordial seawater.
Oh boy. Navius should not be here.
Yeah. And a lot of it, too. A Fontanian would most likely dissolve the moment they fell in.
You should go back to safety, Navia.
Right! You can't go down if there's primordial seawater. It's too dangerous, and it won't be any help for you to just stay here. Don't get by my wrong. We're not saying you're useless. It's just that...
No, you're right. I can't do anything in this situation.
Seriously?
I'll leave this to you.
Oh my god. So embarrassing. It's so embarrassing. Yeah, my car is loud and obnoxious. From the look of things here, maybe there's no way back.
That complicates things. Maybe the only way left is forward.
Oh my god, I can still hear him at the distance. It's so embarrassing.
In that case, do you want to wait for us here?
The water levels here are unstable, and there's a chance the water will rise. So staying here wouldn't be safe either. I'll go together with you. Perhaps we'll find the exit just up ahead.
Seems like there isn't any other option.
All right. Come with us for now then, but please be careful.
Honestly, with the... Okay. After what happened to her fucking little hometown, I wouldn't want her to even be near water. Much less, like, going into a ruin, like, near the ocean side. What the fuck were we thinking? Like, haha, Navia, it was a nice walk to get here, but, there's probably a lot of primordial bullshit, maybe?
Oh no, it's a dead end! Let's try climbing over from the side.
Gamer paint! This is a first in Genshin. Usually they don't have this kind of stuff. Like, Paimon straight up tells you to climb from the side. But, to be fair, you're usually not allowed to climb in domains. Unless there's like a ladder or something. Like, you can't climb this. And you normally would. Hello. Is that a D20? No, it's got like square ends. Weird. How many sides is on this thing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Plus 8. Okay. 14-sided. But some of them are triangles, some of them are squares. Whoa. I'm assuming that this was a, stylistic choice. You. Okay.
Wait, there's something wrong with this bridge.
It was a little too fast. Jeez. No. We did not, like, let her fall into the fucking water on this random quest. Oh.
Demoiselle?
Huh?
Demoiselle, what are you doing here by yourself? Would you be standing here till dark if I hadn't come to get you?
Maybe she just wants some time to herself, Malus.
Hmm? Oh. Was I sleeping?
Yes, it would appear so.
I must be tired.
That's quite possible. However, you were the one that suggested we go out for a walk.
Oh, right. I nearly forgot. It must have slipped my mind when I dozed off. I haven't had a nap today yet. Have I? This is a familiar feeling, yet something's a little strange.
Is something the matter, Demoiselle?
Oh, no. No, I'm fine. I was just trying to recall why we came out for a walk.
Do you remember Mr. Giverny? He'd requested our help before with foreign merchants who had a debt dispute with him, and we'd resolved the matter not long ago.
We were headed to see how things were going with him at the moment.
Ah, right. Yes. I remember now.
Oh? Miss Navia. Ah, Mr. Malus. And Mr. Silver, too. It's good to see all of you.
How have you been?
I've been great. Thanks to your help, those bothersome merchants finally realized that I wasn't the one they were looking for. Why, I wasn't even the guarantor for that person. They were knocking at my door day and night. Even my neighbor, Obina, was getting fed up with them.
Sometimes force is required to calm someone down and get them to listen to what you have to say.
That's right. Oh, by the way, Burnett, what was it that you wanted to give to Miss Navia again?
Oh, yes. One moment, I have it right here.
I mean, this is absolutely all the people that were on that list.
Miss Navia, these are some flower seeds that I prepared. Please take them. They're a very good variety, and they'll become very big and beautiful once they bloom. I don't know what we would have done without your help, so this is a little token of our appreciation. I hope you won't refuse.
Ah, did you cultivate them yourself? Thank you so much. I'll certainly take them. Malus, we do still have some empty flower pots at home, right?
Why, we can have as many pots as you'd like, Demoiselle.
Perfect. In that case, we'll swap out some of the decorative plants for some of Mrs. Burnett's flowers.
Very well.
Wait. Something seems to be off here. Excuse me, madam. If I'm not mistaken, your name is Burnett, correct?
That's right. Is something wrong?
No, it's nothing. This is the first time we've ever met, but your name seemed familiar to me. I must have heard it when I was discussing things with your husband previously. I've heard this name before. Sometime recently, I'm sure of it. And why are there so few people around here? Where did everyone go?
We must mind the time, demoiselle. We still have important things to attend to today.
Huh? We do? Like what?
Well, now, did you forget?
Miss Navia, here you are. I've been looking for you. Please, come to the Opera House. Your trial is about to begin.
My trial? Wait, why would I need to go to the Opera House?
Yes, she's right, demoiselle. It's just about time now, so we should get going.
Oh? All right then.
Look, it's Navia. She's here.
Oh boy.
And her two attendants are with her. Goodness, everyone's finally here.
There sure are a lot of people here to see the trial. And they all seem to be oddly excited about something. I even know some of these people. Karina, Desiree, Joyville, Jolien, Essen. Why are so many people here? And why do I have no recollection of this case? And as for the judge... huh? Where's Monsieur Neuvillette?
Please sit in the defendant's seat. Don't worry, Silver and I shall accompany you.
All right. But are you sure you can stand behind me?
Typically, it wouldn't be allowed, but today is an exception.
Hey, what kind of place do they think this is?
Come on. Do they have any idea what they're doing?
Seriously.
Enough with the whispering! Could someone please tell me where Monsieur Neuvillette is? And why I'm standing trial?
My dear Miss Navia, have you not yet realized what you've done? In that case, allow me to explain. As all here know, you are Master Callus's successor, the head of the Spina di Rosula, someone held in high regard by every soul in Poisson. After you took over the Spina, you treated all of us just like the late Master Callus had. If anyone in need reached out to you for help, you responded. Not only you, but your butler, your subordinates, nearly everyone in the Spina di Rosula fought for the well-being of those in Poisson.
Wait a moment. Aren't you just proving that I'm a good person?
Yes, correct. Absolutely right. And that is why you stand accused. You have helped so many people get through so many difficulties. You are one with us. We are inseparable. We are one big family, all of us who are from Poisson, inextricably linked. And with you being so important, we couldn't possibly do without you. Therefore, this fair and honorable court shall declare you guilty, and you shall stay here. You will be together with us forever.
Huh? What are you saying? Everything you have said is correct. I have indeed done a lot for my hometown, and I would be willing to be with you all, but what is the purpose of having me stand here like this? What is there to discuss?
Ah, well, if that's what you think, then I have no further comments.
How wonderful, Miss Navia!
I know all these people. Why are they laughing?
I seem to remember now. Yes, I get it. This trial is...
Wait just a moment. This isn't right!
Malus?
What was that, Mr. Malus? Our conclusion is very clear and unanimous. Let the court judge her now. She's guilty!
You know what unanimous means, right? It means every single person. And when somebody says no, that ceases to be unanimous.
Stay here, Navia! You're one of us!
Demoiselle, don't admit guilt. This trial means to keep you here forever.
I wish to exercise my right to defend Our Lady. Mr. Joinville, you only know of Navia's goodness, but nothing of her utterly independent mind.
She was born a free and independent spirit. She has never been tied down by anything. Indeed, even the death of Master Callus couldn't stop her.
Her actions cannot serve as proof that she identifies herself as part of any group. She merely acted as an individual, extending her hand to help others. Please do not mistake her actions as being otherwise.
Really? As an individual, you say? Don't forget, we are all Fontanians here. This is the nation of justice, the nation of Hydro! Even if Miss Navia only voluntarily rendered her assistance, that doesn't change the fact that her beautiful soul must return to everyone. Water accepts all, blends with all. It will surely accept her kindness. Everything is measured here in the nation of Hydro, and in the end, everyone shall meld together. Thus, when a unanimous opinion emerges, that opinion represents justice.
Okay, well, it's not unanimous.
Now I speak for everyone. Our opinion is consistent. Navia should stay. We and Navia are one.
And you would call this justice? Preposterous. You are merely jealous that Demoiselle still has a chance to exist as an individual. Have you forgotten how much you all once longed to become individuals, to become independent?
Do you mean to defy our justice?
If your justice is flawed, then why should we acknowledge it?
As you said, we can also have our own justice. Silver and I shall defend Demoiselle. And that is how we will enforce justice.
Ugh, my head... it hurts.
Demoiselle.
Silver, it hurts. My head is spinning. All I can see is stars swirling in front of me. I remember now. Everything that seemed odd from the very beginning. Karina, Desiree, Joyville, Jolien, Essen, and Mr. Giverny and Mrs. Burnett, who we met earlier. Even Malus and Silver. I don't want to admit it, but they're all dead.
Don't be afraid, and don't admit guilt. We will protect you to the very end.
Absurd! Who are you to say that she cannot be judged? We are the majority, and in the nation of trials, the majority is absolute justice. We are the will of all.
Don't let them escape! We shall keep Navia here with us!
Mr. Malus and Mr. Silver, must you be so stubborn? How could the two of you possibly hope to stand against the collective? Do not resist. This judgment is fair and just. Navia belongs to us. After all that happened, she should not be left alone in Poisson.
What are you saying?
No more excuses!
He says we're jealous. Jealous? How could she possibly be an independent individual?
What's with these people?
Who's jealous of her?
She belongs to us!
Miss Navia, she...
Silence!
Whoa.
That's... Monsieur Neuvillette!
Such commotion is prohibited in the court. The accusations you just presented are nonsense and cannot constitute a proper trial. The court will adjourn for the rest of the day. In this, I shall hear no objections from any unauthorized party.
Our thanks, Monsieur Neuvillette.
Please leave with me, Miss Navia, while there is still time.
But...
Go on now, demoiselle. This is your only chance to leave this place. What, can't bear to leave us behind or something?
Malus.
My apologies. I couldn't resist making one little joke once I realized that this shall be our last goodbye.
Malus... Silver...
Quickly! You must come now!
Goodbye, demoiselle.
Farewell.
No, wait! Just a second!
Navia?
You're awake. Good.
Wow. Where did you come from?
I must have been dreaming. Malus and Silver were still alive, and they were defending me at some insane trial.
It looks like you're all right.
Did all the sad feelings cause you to have a nightmare? Paimon could give you a hug.
The ruins you were exploring suffered a cave-in. When I arrived, I found you falling toward the water. You were just about to be dissolved within, but I...
What is it?
I think I saw 2 Oceanids protecting you. It was only for a moment, perhaps even a fraction of a second, but they gave me the chance to retrieve you. Were it not for their intervention, I would not have been able to rescue you before your consciousness dissipated.
Wait, did you say Oceanids? You mean like what happened with Vache?
So people that are dissolved become Oceanids?
Perhaps those 2 Oceanids were the people you saw in your dream.
I always told them that they didn't have to protect me. To think that they'd keep doing so even after death.
Please come with me.
Neuvillette, are you okay?
Oh, I am quite all right. Perhaps there's something we could chat about?
Why do you look so stiff all of a sudden? Oh, Paimon knows. You're the type who feels awkward when there's nothing to talk about, right?
I merely thought that we should give Navia some time to herself.
Huh? Why didn't you just say so then? Don't you think it's even more awkward to call us over like this and then have nothing to talk about?
I suppose so.
By the way, Sigewinne sends her regards.
Ah, Sigewinne. I hope all is well with her these days. Her work in the Fortress of Meropide has not been too much for her, has it?
No way, don't worry. She's doing fine down there. She's an amazing head nurse.
I see. Well, that is good. I have always worried that Sigewinne would need a lot of time to understand the world of humanity, just as I have.
Oh, and the Duke also says hi. Even though Sigewinne made him do that. He hopes that you haven't been overwhelmed by all that's happened lately.
Thank you. I have indeed been busy lately, and I also hope that everything is going well in the Fortress of Meropide.
He still doesn't know what to talk about. Let's chat about something else then.
You're the expert here, Paimon. Haha. What should we talk about?
So, Neuvillette, you're probably quite the swimmer, huh?
Yes, of course.
This isn't going anywhere. Let's try something else. How did you find these ruins? Did the knave tell you?
Yes, in fact. I had arranged to meet you in Poisson, but when I arrived, I discovered that the Fatui were helping the residents evacuate. They had even transported a large quantity of supplies to the area. Amid my astonishment, I ran into the knave, and we had a chat. She informed me that she had asked you to investigate the ancient ruins here.
Yeah, we originally planned to meet up with you, but we thought you might still be busy with all those official documents. We didn't think exploring the ruins would take very long, and who would have thought you'd wrap things up so quickly?
I hope Navia can get back on her feet.
I'm sorry to have kept you all waiting like that. I'm feeling much better now. I guess we should get going again. Will you come with us, Monsieur Neuvillette?
Yes, if you wouldn't mind my company.
All right! Another one joins the party! Let's get going then! Oh no, another unstable path. Watch your step!
Wait a minute, I was supposed to go this way? Wait. What happens if I go down now? Hello?
Gather! There is no escape! Quietly now. Busted.
Oh, you, Oh, I was gonna say, like, I mean, obviously, you know, don't fuck up, but instead of going like, okay, well, there's actually a different way you can get back up. It just, like, resets it. It's like, alright, try again, asshole. Quit being a little shit.
Quietly now. Busted. Take it easy. Yeah.
Seems we're almost at the top. Keep it up! As it's, like, collapsing. This is such a nice climb. Hello?
Yeah.
Gather!
Shine down! I see everything!
Gotcha. Quietly now.
Stabilize!
Oh. Surprised with Navia and Neuvillette in the party. I haven't got to use them as trial characters.
Looks like we've reached the end.
This is the place. There should not be any other hidden spaces in the vicinity.
The path sure had some twists and turns, but it turns out that this place isn't actually that big.
There seems to be something on the wall.
Stone slates. It seems like they were put here as an offering. Could we take them down and have a look?
Perhaps we should just leave them be for now.
There are 4 locations in total, but only 3 stone slates. The slate that should be in the first empty spot is missing.
The surrounding walls also show signs of damage.
There's something written below. Let Paimon see. Reason dictates that this nation be destroyed. I shall record the history of its future here in its past. Say what?
It feels like someone left these slates and these words here for a purpose. But does he mean that Fontaine should be destroyed?
That would fit the circumstances dictated by the prophecy, yes. Indeed, the slate's contents correspond to it. Take the second slate, for example.
There's a person kneeling here. She seems so dedicated. And there's a whole bunch of other people behind her doing the same. She's facing this... what is this? Some kind of island in the sky?
And is that Lady Farina in the third image? Did the Hydro Archon fall into the water?
And is that a ring of people around her? Paimon doesn't quite get it. Are they all in the water?
The fourth image. I know this one. This exactly matches the content of the prophecy.
The people will all be dissolved into the waters, and only the Hydro Archon will remain, weeping on her throne.
Yes, they do seem to match.
More information should be hidden in these slates, but I fear I cannot easily uncover it, most likely due to us missing the first slate. I am very sorry.
Don't blame yourself, Monsieur Neuvillette. Deciphering ancient stone slates isn't one of your duties.
Ooh, Paimon's getting the chills just looking at these slates. This says that it's the history of the future, right? That means the prophecy's sure to come true.
I really hope it doesn't mean that.
Still, Paimon feels like these images are kind of weird when you look at them together.
I get what you mean, Paimon. The issue is the order of the third and fourth images, right?
That's right! If the images are in chronological order, shouldn't the fourth, the waters drowning Fontaine, come before the third, where the Hydro Archon herself falls into the water?
And yet the order is reversed here.
Second image is also quite concerning. What sin are the people in these images confessing to?
If we go by timing, Lady Farina only emerges in the third image. That means that the person in the second image might be the previous Hydro Archon.
Egeria, then. I had never met her, but her appearance here does match the records. The previous Archon kneeling before the floating island in the skies, as if confessing a sin.
Did she herself commit that sin? And if not, why would she be in such a posture? Also, I'm still wondering why these ancient stone slates are here at all. Judging from their contents, could this place be the origin of the prophecy?
But who would have created these slates and left these words here?
It seems that any further clues will have to come from Farina.
In that case, there's no time to lose. There's nothing else to be gained here, so let's head back first.
Yeah, we better get somewhere safe for now.
Honestly, who created the slates doesn't matter now. The real question is whether things will truly play out as the prophecy foretells or not. As was foretold by the prophecy. Yeah, I'm gonna leave without opening the precious chest with 10 primos in it. Sounds like a good idea.
Let's split up here. I'm going to check on what's happening with the Spina. You know how it is. There's some things you just need to be there for yourself.
You still have energy for that, Navia? Paimon's already beat.
Just head back to the Fluvsandre and have a rest then. Thanks for keeping me company all this time.
I'll depart as well. Thanks for your hard work today. Rest well, everyone. Traveler, I will go talk to Farina tomorrow morning to ask about the stone slates. I'm sure that you're concerned about this matter as well. If you have time, drop by my office. I will share the results of our discussion with you.
All right, see you tomorrow.
Are you really gonna talk to her about this directly? Will that be a problem? Paimon's getting a little scared now that it's come to this.
She has long been harboring secrets and will not give them up easily, which makes it all the more my duty to ensure that she understands the present situation.
Alright, we'll leave it in your hands then. You're probably the best person to talk to her anyway.
I will be carefully considering my words tonight.
Traveler, Paimon, our safe house at the Fluvsandre is always open to you, as ever. So please don't think you're an imposition. All right. I'll be on my way then.
Navia and Newerlet both depart. You and Paimon head to Spina de Ursula base at Fluvia Contender. The sewer base.
We're finally back!
Welcome back. We've got a special menu prepared for you two tonight.
Yay! And there's good food too! Navi, no, the boss is the best.
You did great as well, Paimon.
Ooh, desserts! Nice! These are all Paimon's! Paimon's already starting to forget what happened today.
Huh? What are you doing here, Mona?
Oh, that voice. Is that who I think it is?
Hang on, there was fan theories that Mona was originally from Fontaine. I know how to check that.
Huh?
I can check it.
It's you two. What are you doing in Fontaine?
Mona?
Lady Magistus, did the stars not tell you that we might be here?
Seriously, nobody just uses a scry glass whenever they've got time to just see who they'll meet on the road.
Still, we didn't expect to see you here. Wait, you're not a Fontanian, are you, Mona?
And?
Well, I have some business to attend to here, so I booked a hotel in the city. I was just out for a stroll when I bumped into you. Quite unexpectedly, if I might add.
She didn't answer that question.
Why did you think I was from Fontaine,
Ooh.
though? Is that because Magistus doesn't sound much like a Mondstatter surname?
Yeah, let's go with that.
Is this a dig at all the people who are theorizing about this? Like, it was actually legitimately people were, like, having arguments. It's like, no, she's from Fontaine. I was like, I don't... Why are they so obsessed with this? If she is, okay. If she isn't, okay.
Well, I used to have my own surname, which was, well, some other thing. Either way, the old hag told me when she took me as her disciple that the first step to being a great astrologist's pupil was to change that name. There was nothing for it, really. She really is amazing at astrology, so I changed my name to what it is now according to her wishes. To my surprise, however, Magistus is not the name of some ancient house or clan.
It isn't?
Nope. Although it is used by us in place of surnames, it generally just means great.
Great.
Wow! Imagine including a boast in your name. Wait, are you gonna have to put that into your genealogy as well?
I reckon so. In any case, I'd give my disciple a name like this as well, if I were to take one.
And may I ask what your master's name is?
Astromancer Barbaloth Trismegistus.
Oh, Barbaloth.
Whoa, that's a long one. Does it also mean great or something?
My name means Mona the Great Astrologist. As for the old hag, hers is, in plain speech, the thrice-as-great Scholar of the Stars. Just take it as a title specific to astrologists.
Thrice as great? That's so...
I know, right? That's just how she is. She used to call herself Magistus, actually, but once she took me in, she changed her name to Trismegistus.
Talk about obsessive.
Megistus is thus the calling card of our school, so to speak, which makes it about the same as a surname. It's all right if you don't get it. You can look into it further should you need to study astrology more deeply.
How about triple strength traveler? Or triple appetite Paimon?
Terrible! But anyway, you're not Fontanian, are you, Mona? You're from Mondstadt,
What,
right?
she's back on it. She's just want to hammer it home, Paimon.
Well, I was born in Mondstadt, yes.
There we go.
My parents migrated to Dorman Port, and I traveled with the old hag for a while, after which I settled down in Mondstadt City.
You were born in Mondstadt. Ooh, but your parents are Fontanian? Oh, that's... Fuck it, I'll test it after this cutscene. She's not going to give us a straight answer.
Oh, that's a good thing then. At least we know you won't be dissolved by Fontaine's waters.
Speaking of that, I'm sure you're aware that a bunch of things have happened here in Fontaine, right? I know you're not a local, but I'd avoid getting too close to any water that looks strange all the same. There's something ominous about it. Well, the water, I mean.
Did you come to Fontaine because of the prophecy, Mona?
That was the main reason, yes. Just a while back, the Steambird invited me to take part in a panel and speak about the circulation of the prophecy as an astrologist. The invitation was sent quite early on. I don't think anyone expected Fontaine to be in this much trouble.
What do you make of that prophecy, Mona? Just tell us what you think as an astrologist. Your word would go a long way to make things more certain and less... scary.
What I can tell you is that I'm an astrologist, and that this prophecy concerns the fate of Fontaine, even that of all Tevat. Ascertaining this is akin to reading the fortune of the whole world. I'm afraid that this is not something that just anyone can do. If I could do it, you would no longer call me an astrologist, but a visionary. But on the flip side, the prophecy is so huge and powerful that it must surely come from a powerful visionary. Its contents involve the fate of the world. Disregarding it would be a mistake.
A visionary? Sounds really powerful and all, but does such a person really exist?
Of course. The old hag could do it, and I'd bet there are others amongst those Hexenzirkel colleagues of hers who could do something similar.
Alright, all the witches. I need to ascertain the accuracy of the prophecy. Could you help me get in touch with your master?
Huh? Are you sure? All right, I'll help you. It isn't often that I see you with such a serious look on your face. I'll tell you once I hear back from her.
Thanks, Mona! You're amazing as always!
Oh, well, this is something only I can do after all. So yes, your praises are quite welcome.
That's the greatest of astrologists for you! Of all the people we know, you know the star's the best!
Indeed, indeed. That's the spirit.
Oh, sorry. I came to see what all the commotion was about. If there's anything you need, do not hesitate to inform the Spina di Rosula.
Oh, whoops. Guess we were getting a little too carried away there. Well, I'll go tend to my own business now. If I receive any news, I'll be sure to come find you two again.
Yeah, was not
There she
expecting
goes,
Mona.
quick as rushing water. And here we are with the Spina guy giving us suspicious looks.
Well, we were making a ruckus. Try to keep it down next time, Paimon.
If Paimon hadn't spoken for you, it'd be you getting all the weird looks! The things Paimon does for you!
Alright, thanks, Paimon.
That's more like it.
After the conversation, you decide to get a good night's sleep to replenish your energy.
Good morning. To be honest, Paimon's still feeling kind of sleepy. But it's time to get up, Traveler. We agreed to go see Neuvillette, so let's pack it up and get going.
Okay, before we go to Neuvillette, let's just go ahead and pop in the water real quick. Just take a quick dip. Quick dip. Alright, as we can see, regular blue bubble. Do I have Mona in any of these parties? I do not. Put her here, I guess.
This is destiny.
Okay, whoops, I have to actually switch to that party. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Holy shit, it's taking a long time to actually deploy this party. Wow. Might be the longest. Okay. Blue, gold, gold, and normal blue. Mondstadt. She's fine. Oh, and you're covering the Mona butt. Of course you are. Everybody's got to be covered up. Everybody's got to be covered up. Especially Mona's. They literally had her in her different new outfit because this one was, you know, too much, I suppose. Alright. Confirmed, not from Fontaine, or not Fontanian according to the legends. Yeah, I guess it's, I guess it makes sense. There were a lot of, hints that Fontaine and Mona were connected, specifically because I think her master is from Fontaine, or something? So people thought that Mona was from Fontaine, and you know, she's got the power of water, hydro-related. Seems pretty, you know. I can't remember if she was in the game before Barbara, or if they both got dropped at the same time, but one of the two hydro users start.
You're here! Finally!
Finally!
Is something wrong? Monsieur Durvalette and Lady Farina, they seem to have gotten into a dispute. Please go see for yourself.
A dispute?
Like I said, I've already explained everything!
And yet the problem has not been properly solved. There is little space for excuses between us. It is not my intention to offend you, but please, tell me where you stand. You are the Hydro Archon Focalor, are you not? Look at this. This is a list of the victims from the recent Poisson incident.
You mean... they're all...
We did not arrive in time to avert this disaster, and I will not have it happen again. I will say this once more. You must tell me everything you know. Yesterday, I found 3 stone slates in some ancient ruins near Poisson. Do you know anything about those?
Seriously? You're questioning me like this is a court case now. I don't know anything about that. But you found them in some ancient ruins, you say?
That's correct, which is why I came to ask you some questions. There should have been 4 slates, but one of them was missing. The other 3 feature different images that seem to correlate to the prophecy.
The prophecy?
The second of these slates depicts the previous Hydro Archon Egeria kneeling before a floating island in the sky, as if confessing something. Do you know nothing of this either?
I don't. I've never seen such slates.
I'll ask you again. Do you really have no information regarding the previous Archon? My deciphering of the slates indicates that the Hydro Archon Egeria once had to confess to, or apologize for, a certain sin. If anyone would know about it, it should be you.
All gods don't have the same secrets, you know. She was herself and I'm me. Is it really so strange that I know nothing? I understand your concerns, but I'm sorry. I just don't have anything to tell you.
Forgive me for saying this now, Lady Farina, but I have long known of your various secret investigations into certain matters. There are several indications that you have been investigating the prophecy on the sly. This is not strange in itself, considering that you are the Hydro Archon. But it is strange that you should also claim to not know any of Egeria's secrets, as well as do nothing following your inquiries. You have never been as superficial as you have presented yourself to be, nor are you a fool. And yet, your behavior is very inconsistent.
So you've been watching me all this time, have you? I I didn't think you were that type.
You...
Well, since you know about my secret investigations, then you should know I'm actually working to take care of it.
There's no point questioning or suspecting me. You're the Eudix, but you're still my subordinate. You should be following my lead. Just trust in me, your Archon, and do as I say. Never mind whether you can truly convince yourself to or not. It'll all turn out fine. That's all I have to say. We do not discuss this matter again. Oh, the opera's about to start. Toodles!
Did Farina not notice us standing by the door? Wonder what's up with her. She was smiling. She didn't seem in the mood to care if we were listening in or not.
She seems deeply troubled. She seems to be deliberately hiding something.
I assume you've been outside for a while now?
Oh, you noticed. Seems Farina didn't even realize we were here.
She was in a great panic, though I cannot discern the reason. Our discussion reached impasses time and again, a state of affairs that we cannot allow to continue. Still, I do not understand. Dialogue is the basis for understanding, so why did she keep refusing to engage?
I'm afraid questions alone might not suffice. We need to make her understand how dire the situation actually is.
Everyone in her inner circle has noticed that she is hiding some secret. The issue is her attitude. I fear that she will not reveal anything unless absolutely forced to. We may have to create a situation in which she will have no choice but to speak.
Oh? Like what?
Take her to court?
Normally, people will only reveal the truth when standing trial. Perhaps we must have the Hydro Archon experience just such a scenario.
But Farina's seen so many trials, and she's really good at dodging questions. How do we make sure that she won't just slip away at the first chance she gets?
We will need to consider this thoroughly, join forces with various parties, and then do what we can.
We gonna put Farina on trial?
If at all possible, I would prefer to recuse myself from this affair, but we must prevent the prophecy from coming to pass. This may be cruel to her, but all Fontaine is in crisis. The information a god possesses is too precious, and so we must take a chance on this.
In that case, we will need help.
But who will lend us their aid to do such a thing?
No, I think I know who to call. Zhao! What am I doing here? Where are we? A few days later on a boat somewhere in quiet Poisson.
Well, that's everyone, huh? Speaking of which, it was pretty smart of you to think of hiding here.
Poisson was just involved in a disaster, so it's presently devoid of people. That naturally makes it the best choice.
No, not really, because you guys are all Fontanians and you could poof from the shit that happened here, right?
And here you are drinking tea like it's the most natural thing in the world, huh?
That's what family should do. Sit and enjoy a leisurely time together.
It's nice to enjoy tea here, you know? Care for a cup?
Lend me your ears, everyone. Or perhaps one of you might like to start us off. How about you, friend?
Me? No, I don't think I can.
Then, how about you, good sir?
I fear that I will cause the mood on this boat to become as somber as it is in court.
Well then, I guess we're lucky we've got a local like me to organize things. Wonderful, the spotlight at last. I guess I'll be facilitating things from here.
That was a little long-winded, don't you think?
Oh, you might be right. Anyway, to cut to the chase, our friend here, the Traveler, has brought us together to discuss something. As for what that is, well, let's start by saying that we'll be pooling our efforts together to create a series of traps.
Traps?
Oh, how intriguing.
Well, it's just an expression, really. One that I just learned from Chlorand, and used on the spot. So, let's invite her to explain in detail. A round of applause, please.
Huh? Didn't you say that you would be facilitating this?
Oh, come now. Your work doesn't involve much public speaking, right? This is a good chance to practice. You might even pick up some fancy oratory tricks to impress your boss with in the future.
Uh-huh. You know, oral techniques.
I see. And what does my boss say?
He is glad that you consider him your boss. Do go on.
What was that smirk? What was that smirk the Traveler had?
In that case, do any of you have experience hunting?
Not that I recall.
Fremine and I once used a wooden stick in a basket to catch wild rabbits when we were younger. As for Lynette, oh, right. You were sick that day, weren't you?
I've also gone diving to catch some fish before. Does that count?
I'm afraid not. You may or may not have heard, but Fontaine once played host to a group known as the Marechaussee Hunters. Though that was their name, they did not hunt animals, but rather various monsters left behind by the ancient dynasty of King Remus.
King Remus.
Today, Fontaine's monster population has already thinned greatly, so the hunters have blended back into society, taking up arms in other lines of work. They even left a unique methodology of hunting in their wake.
Is she talking about hunters when she looks like a hunter from Bloodborne?
A trap comprises of the following components: bait, a trigger, and a containment device. Sometimes a lethal implement will also be necessary to deal with the prey. So, if we were to build a trap together, right now, what would you choose to build it with?
Whatever your button is made of. Seems pretty sturdy.
For me, I would prefer something basket-shaped. Pigeons and rabbits will see the bait and naturally enter the snare. Our line of work requires a deft hand, and we're some of the best in the industry, so you can count on our techniques.
You used some of those techniques while moving the people of Poisson, didn't you? My subordinates mentioned that you even performed some magic for the bawling children.
Yes, and I even managed to gather some intelligence in the meantime. I'm quite the multitasker if I do say so myself.
I'm afraid I can't claim that as my strong suit. I prefer more stable methods, like placing bait in the water and waiting for the fish to come within reach. That's the kind of method I would count on.
Calm and steady. Exactly the kind of person who would catch loads of fish.
Me? I just, shoot him with a bow and arrow or blow up the water, or I go after him.
And I can be their assistant.
With discretion, I'm sure.
I'd probably use some sort of mechanical animal. Papa once bought me some small clockwork squirrels, mice, and such. When placed in the forest, they can attract others of their kind. I remember that you liked those too, didn't you?
She likes the, toys?
I did. And that would be a good way to go about it. If they're realistic enough, animals of the same kind will follow them all the way to the trap.
What about you, Monsieur Neuvillette?
I fear I do not have any related experience.
That makes sense. You usually solve problems directly, without the use of any such tricks. But I do have one more question for you, Monsieur.
What is it?
If we were to create a trap now, how would you design it?
I would like for it to be effective, but bring no harm to the prey. A more gentle trap would be ideal.
Kind, as always. However, our intention doesn't necessarily change the containment device and the type of implement we need.
I'm sorry, what are we talking about? We're talking about trapping Farina, or, baiting her somewhere?
If we wanted to kill the prey in one strike, we would need a powerful implement. However, that also goes for prey that must be captured and safely contained.
Wait, why's that?
Only a hunter who's a true expert at subduing their prey can snare it without harming it. The line that divides life and death is often exceedingly thin.
I didn't mean to make you choke on your food.
So, are we going hunting together?
Alright! I'm stupid and I don't get it. What are we talking about right now? Are we fishing or what are we doing?
Huh. We hadn't thought of seeing ourselves as hunters. It kinda works, but maybe it's still not the best metaphor.
Well, yeah, we're caught up in the metaphor here. What the fuck are we doing?
If our means of capturing and dealing with our prey is to put them on trial, then the hunting metaphor is actually quite accurate.
We don't need to keep doing it, though.
But we shall require much more courage than any hunter to judge a god. A being whose seat is an exalted throne.
Alright, we've been on it for 5 minutes. Let's move on, though. What are we going to do?
Oh, so that's what's going on. Sounds very interesting.
See, Lenny didn't even understand. We need to talk straight right now. What are we doing? Claron's hunting metaphor was just that, a metaphor. You will not call this a hunt because that is not what you should do at present, nor has the relationship between you and Farina reached such a dire stage. What you need is simply the secret she's keeping. Attempting to take her secrets is an act of sacrilegious disrespect, but must be done to prevent Fontaine from sinking into the waters as foretold in the prophecy. This is neither hunter nor prey, but there must be a trap. That is what you will need.
Not to be funny.
Yeah.
You should probably stop here.
Probably stop here?
Because the moment you start doing this shit,
Oh, I'll be like locked in there.
you're gonna be stuck. You're gonna be stuck for a long fucking time.
Okay.
Remember that one night where I stayed up really late? Well, I'm like, yeah,
Ah.
yeah.
You got caught in
I got
this.
caught and I had to stop in the middle of a boss fight because it was just so late.
Okay. Well,
I'm able to do this. Okay, basically, once you have to go into, or maybe, wait, was that the underground area?
This is the underground, yes. Right where we need to stop?
I think so.
Okay, that's fine. This is actually a good place to stop. We've been going for 2.5 hours. That's fine. If we can maybe wrap this up and just have a good long stream next time and sort of start earlier in the day. Yeah. Well, I'm glad you told me, because I know that when we were doing the court stuff, there wasn't really much room to, like, stop. It went on for, like, hours. It was like a Metal Gear Solid cutscene.
That's basically the same thing. Like, essentially...
It had the same issue.
What's gonna happen is
Said I needed to get food, but was trapped. Speaking of traps, Jesus, the game traps you. They need to have that that very kind pop-up that Metal Gear has. It says like, "This is a long cutscene. Be sure you have time set aside to watch this cutscene."
Final Fantasy 14 did that too.
Final Fantasy 14 did it too, yeah.
The moment you wield a... You realize that different lives carry different weights. Some people have an air of renown and distinction, yet grovel and plead for their lives when faced with death. Their outward demeanor nothing more than a hollow facade. Others appear unremarkable, yet carry a heavy burden within. Despite the factors that differentiate us in life, death awaits us all. The great and final equalizer. Cruel, you say? I merely state the truth.
Jesus Christ. Is that something she says, like, as a thing? Or was that, like, a character thing? Oh, it's this. This auto-played when I leveled up her friendship. Huh. I'm not gonna read a story, but that was interesting. I was going like, God damn, she's got like a even like 2-paragraph thing compared to Zhongli. Diluc? Oh, Diluc's max friendship. Sweet, we can get him out of the friendship crime party. Sort by friendship. Where I wish you could see their friendship level on this screen. You can see it when it's in the... I might have to actually just go to the Serenity Pot. I wonder if there's a Fontaine world in the teapot now. I think it took a bit for, I don't even know if Sumeru got one.
This realm...
Ooh. And that, ooh. Oh, he was maxed out. That was stupid of me.
If you ever had...
Let me in. Need to get Diluc out of here. Is Diluc just standing upstairs, or... Farina's in there. Oh, I'm seeing double. 4 mommies. Okay, get you out of here. Ah, here we go. Friendships. Friendship. All of these people are maxed out at 10. Who should I put in here? Amber's at 9. Any of the people between Nahida and the left side, I think. Wait. No, these are already in the house. All of these people are maxed out. God damn, I was pretty... You reminded me I wanted to visit my teapot. It's dusty. How about Lynette? You know, whoop, get out. Okay, well, we wasted the friendship on Diluc, who's in the party now. Oh, that's cool. The background looks like this when you're not in any specific world. I don't think I knew this. Is it like this when you're like in the Abyss or in a domain? I guess I'll throw in... Sure, I'll throw in Lynette, since I know that she isn't maxed out. Okay, I think that's gonna do it for now. I need to go to, what's your face? Claim the keys. Need to go to Catherine. Well, so we learned some things tonight. We learned that Mona is not technically a Fontanian. Neither is Orlokino. We had a sad story thing happen, and now we're gonna try to... We're gonna get her. We're gonna get Farina. I'm gonna fucking get you. What are you gonna do? Get me?
Thank you for complete...
Oh shit. Oh my god.
Astra...
I'm gonna get you. Okay. Well, there we go. That's where we're going to stop for tonight. Thanks for coming. I've done this the past 3 streams, and I've forgotten.
I already know.
I've forgotten to do this, because every time I close out this game, after I'll say like, hey, thanks for stopping by the stream. Ah, wow, that was really cool. That was a really fun stream. Let me just closed Genshin Impact. And then this is here. So I'm going to leave this up. Thanks for coming. Thanks for watching. It was nice to see Clarand again, you know. Nice to see that button still holding strong. Anyway. This is fun. More of this soon. I don't know if the next stream is going to wrap up Fontaine. But if not, whatever. I'm having fun. Anyway. Bye-bye.